Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome. This is Minecraft. We're playing Minecraft. Yes, we are. This is Minecolonies modded Minecraft, and I'm in the middle of telling a story of a druid sanctuary that is being built in the glacial waters of the ocean, the northern oceans. And I'm standing in the town hall right now. This is the underwater base level 5 town hall, underwater base style. There are all different styles of housing and buildings that you can build. I'm going to change my view in Minecolonies. And the people that you see walking around are all from that mod, Minecolonies mod. And let's come over here and look and see what time it is. It's 4:30 in the morning. Let me see if all the colonists are in bed. I am not getting that response. Since I'm not getting it, I'm going to go and sleep. When you first come in, sometimes some people don't get to bed, especially if it's nighttime, and they're just going to stay up all night. So let me come here, and is this light on? It is. Let's go to bed. And this is how we're going to start. So on Twitch, there's an event going on right now. It's called the Big Frog event. It is Big Frog Day, and that Big Frog is a record label for oh, I forgot it did that. Look at that. I'm just noticing that just now. Is for a record label started by Drone Hands, who is a friend and colleague on Twitch and YouTube and Bandcamp. And this is the third of an annual celebration of artists that's happening. And I'm looking at this, this is Mira. I know that's Mira. She's hungry. Yes. No, she's not. She's sick. She's not hungry. She's not feeling good. She might be waiting for the doctor to come. The doctor is probably going to find her because she is standing there. At least I hope so. If the doctor doesn't find her, I might call her to her shop. There's the doctor right there. Let's look at something. Sorry about that. Let's come here and let's recall her. And let me see. All right. She's eating something. That'll help. And if she eats, then she'll be able to go across and get some medication. Now, this will be interesting. Okay, good. I was afraid maybe the changes that we made on Twitch this morning were keeping her from getting treated. Oh, it's serious. She just got assigned a room by Laura. Laura's the doctor, and she went to get some medication to give her. But yeah, she actually is in bed. Ooh, in the hospital. So we're going to close the door here. Wow. And we just saw that. This is Laura. This is the town halls. This is actually, yeah, I think this would be Arnaaluk's hospital. There's the ambulance right here, we can see, and across the way is the Druid Center. So this is where the peacekeepers, this is the top center for them, and Mira is one of the first 4 of the people to arrive, and she is first druid as well. And this is a level 4. I think I'm going to check in just a minute and see if I can get one of the builders to bring that up to the full level 5. It's really gorgeous. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And it's a good thing that that area is closed underneath, because in this frozen ocean, we would not be able to have plants that were alive. And so it's actually good that this has a heated aquarium in it. This is the reason we put this particular design here. Look at this. It looks really pretty. And so when it is completed, there'll be a little bit more glass and it's going to be really beautiful. So I'm going to do what I call the builder's tour. Let me see, it is 11 o'clock in the daytime here. I'm going to, am I? Uh-oh. Let's start here and let's see what's going on. So let me see. This is Danny, and Danny doesn't have anything to do. That's what's going on. Okay. We have a lot of builders who just finished some projects, and I can see one right here. Dun, 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 dun. I do believe this is a level 5, and it is, and that is the result of Danny working on this building. There's a couple places left to work on. One of them is the barracks, and it is now time for him to work on this big project. So we have enough level 5 builders to work on this, and we're going to have him begin working on it. Now I'm going to see if it's possible. There was a problem with it at one point, and hopefully that's gotten straightened out. It had to do with the panels, so we'll see what happens. We still have a construction lid on top of this place. You can see it right there. It's blue ice on top, and that is to keep ice from forming and them from spending all their time making the ice go away. Now, that might have been fixed. We started this in November, and that specific thing might have actually been fixed since then. We'll come back and we'll do some stuff like work on the interiors of level 5s, but for now, let's go through here and check on Nina. While we're checking on builders, we're going to check on restaurants because sometimes people don't get food unless you're around. And we got lots of people sitting here waiting to eat. And let's see if she has any food. If she does, now that I'm here, they will start eating and she'll start serving them, unless she's too hungry. But we're going to see in just a minute. It takes a minute or two for it to get started, but we'll see if she's going to respond.
Great to see you.
Let me see what it shows. Okay, that's what she has on her. She is low on food, specifically pizza, which is what a lot of people here really like. I don't see any rabbit either. Mr. Villager. This is a different hunger issue, and this is not. There is a possibility that this is by design, that as Minecolonies begins to add more, I'm talking to Mr. Villager in chat, as Minecolonies begins to add more challenges, this apparently is one of them. So when people play restaurant and hotel and Sims and all of those, this is a similar thing here. So I'm going to add these and let's see if they'll eat some of this. How many squashes do we have? We don't need that many.
Starting
Let's
to get hungry.
take squash. Let's take these 2 away. Let's take 2 squashes. Let's see the pizza going away. So they really wanted pizza and they haven't gotten any yet. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. But we keep the extras. I've been keeping extras up here. How am I? I'm good, and I hope you have a little bit of time because I want to show you. I had fun this morning, and I hope you like it. There are a couple people still waiting to eat, and I just want to, there they go. Okay, I just want to make sure.
What can I do for you?
What is it, Edison? What do you want that's not there? Is there no more pizza left?
Just
and
a
what
fine
do
day.
you want, Kylie? So Kylie and Edison want
I
something.
feel so privileged to be here.
Aw, there we go. All right, so people are eating. There goes Kylie, which means that Edison will get some food too. I am good today. I'm a little, it's so interesting. You know, when you stream on your own, it's, yeah, you're just streaming, you know. But when you're a part of an event of streamers, it can be, I'm, I'm a little teeny tiny bit nervous about that. I don't know why, but I am. Et toi, et voici, how are you? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing okay. Let's go see Messiah and make sure that he is, and look, Mr. Villager, this is what we did today. We're going up to see Messiah, and we added some nature. We added some botanicals to the shopping center entry. We also changed the doorway for the glass shop, and we haven't done too much in the glass shop just yet, but we did change the doorway for it up, and he's leaving and they're going home, which means that it is nighttime. But this is one of the things that we did this morning, and this was very, very fun getting it done. Now, the reason that we did, of course, is because this area is now a level 5. We're going to put the dome on, but we're going to wait until, oh, I don't see a dome thing here. Ooh, did I take the dome thing away? I might have. I might have tried to put the dome on and it didn't work, and I took it away, but I can put it back. Just started to sneeze once again. Maybe it's the dust. Yeah, or change in temperature. Did you, is there a fan blowing on you or something like that? We also added some clothing styles in this area. We were looking, we haven't done too much to the shop yet, but we did add some mannequins in the windows that actually have some clothes on them, some clothes that can be bought in these dye shops. And so this is fun. Now this one does have a dome, and we are going to put the dome on it. This is an Arcology shop, and so we gave it a dome already by putting in that glass top there. And let's go downstairs since people have gone home. But this is one of the things that we worked on, putting in this little area. Now, this, of course, is the theme of the Druid Sanctuary, to make them feel comfortable underwater, despite the fact that they are not in their treasured forests. They are not with their trees. So we have brought trees to them. We even put a little grassy area here that a person can sit by the window and look out and see the grass. Let me sit down. Let's sit right there. So see, I'm sitting down, and let's see what it looks like. It looks like this. I'm sitting in the grassy area, and I can either look out onto the hallway, or I can look out the window and see things outside. And this is really fun. And so let me get up now. Let's escape. Okay, I am up. And I'm going to change my view back. And we'll walk out of here. There we go. And yeah, my throat. So that's interesting. Oops. I might need to, let me see what I'm going to have to do. And Mr. Villager is saying it's looking pretty cozy. It might remind them of what can be sometimes under this ice and snow, or at least give them good memories of the capital. Yes. Of the lands that all these different druids have come from. In order to not fight. So they come here seeking peace. So the people that you see walking around in armor are mostly explorers who are getting used to their suits, their special equipment that they wear. Let me see what time it is. It's after midnight. Let's see if everyone's sleeping. Everyone is sleeping. Yay! They're getting used to their equipment that they wear when they are exploring. Oh, I see. Or just a place for them to, rest. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Mr. Villager is talking about the little place, with the little grassy place that we had there. This little tiny grassy place where they can just kind of sit. And I think it's too far away from the restaurant. There's not a leisure. Oh, did I take it away? I did. Shoot. I took the leisure piece away that might have enabled. Well, both of us are having a problem. I'm not sure what's going on with my throat. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm not going to talk quite as much. Let me see for just a second. I think the music is at sort of a decent. You can hear. I'll bring it up just a little tiny bit. That's a little bit. Let's put it right here. This is Drone Hands music. And I'm just going to be here. Thank you. You too. We're both having a little tiny bit. All right. I love these little flowers here. And let me see whose flowers they are for just a second. These are Lazarus bellflowers. And I'm not even sure what pack they belong to. They might just be, they're a part of the biomes we've gone. It's one of their flowers. Excellent. So I found these when I was looking for azaleas, and I just loved them. And then I forgot about macaws having these gates, these fence pieces that have plants, and I love that part. So we had a good time doing that. And then what happened was I was telling Vincentius that I didn't understand how people, I've got only 100 and, let me check, I think I have 111 exactly. Oh, but I got 3 new druids. So I have 114 people maybe. And I couldn't understand people having 250 and wanting more. It's like, what are they doing? That's what I said to Vincentius. He was like, what do you mean what they're doing? I mean, think about Manhattan. Think about New York. Think about how many people are there. What are they doing? And he's absolutely right. You have neighborhoods, and you have multiples of things. Now, I've always had multiples of restaurants. I've always considered that kind of weird, that we don't have multiples of restaurants. So I've always had those. We have 7 restaurants. And then we have 1 cookery so far. And I think that's okay. We'll see. But yeah, because of that, I've started to think about this differently. So this is a maker's area here. And let me see something. What time of day is it? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. The reason I was asking that is because I saw Oakley in her shop. Let's go continue what we were doing. We interrupted. We wanted to see if Messiah was feeding people. So let's go upstairs. And remember, it was closed. So we're going to go up and look. And sure enough, there goes Messiah after one of his patrons. He's feeding them. And look at this. We've got people in the restaurant who are waiting for food. Excellent. So this looks like Mildred right here. And that might be Rome right there. But I think this is Mildred. Yes, our mechanic. This is Rome, our miner.
Is there a problem?
Right here. And I am not sure.
Can I help you?
Oh, Martha, who is one of our glass specialists. So notice that he is feeding them, and then they go back to work after they had their breakfast. This is breakfast time. And Abdullah has some people sitting in the bakery. Nice. Getting breakfast. So they're getting coffee, and do I have a coffee machine? Wait, do I not have a coffee machine here? How interesting. Let's find a brewing stand. Who did? Nah. Rome is with Sloan, I think. No. Yeah, I think Rome is with Sloan. So, yeah. Let me look for a second. Dun, 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 dun. Here it is. Let's look for some mugs. This one goes in the brewing stand, which is adorned. And then let's look for some mugs. Cups. There they are. We'll add a couple more cups. So let's come here and we'll put this right here like this. We'll put the coffee right here. And then we can have a cup sitting there and a cup sitting on the other side. There we go. So we'll just have those cups. Hello, Abdullah. So Abdullah is making coffee for people and serving them pastries. And that's what's happening. On this side, this is the bakery. And then on this side, Messiah is serving them breakfast. Always share the third message to Vince. Oh, sometimes can go ahead of comprehension. He could easily make some mind-shaping sections at our camp if you wanted. Yeah, he could. He could indeed. He is asleep right now, but he could do that. There's a courier who is bringing some things that Abdullah needed, and this is good. So now that we've seen Danny, Nina, we've seen Messiah, and Messiah is over here with Case and Ryan. Now Case has finished what he was working on, which I have no idea what right at this moment. I don't think he was working on, maybe he finished this, although I thought Ryan did, but maybe he finished. Ooh. I can check. Why don't we go over here? I think it'll tell us. At the town hall. I will tell him when he wakes up that you said that. And let's come here and let's look at statistics. Nope. Let's look at information. So it shows what Danny is doing, and I don't think it shows anything else right now. They're the only people doing something right at the moment, but we can see what they're doing. Lionel's working on a residence, and Danny and Hallie are working on the barracks and the farm. No one else is working. So that's what we're going to fix right now. So if I don't have anything for them to do, we might have them start teaching, and we'll see. But let's come down here and look in all the directions for a minute and see if I see anything that I have neglected. And I don't think so. This is a level 5 now. These are level 3 farms here and 5s. There's actually a cocoa farm right here, which is level 5 as well. Is there anything back here he can help them with? This is River right here, and I don't even think River has anything. So we're getting to the point where some of our builders are not going to have anything to do except do the domes. And if we're going to start a lot of dome construction, we're going to have sand for glass. And we're going to come down here and look at a couple things. So I think that Raquel is making, that rack is missing. It's just not showing. It's there, but it's not showing. I don't know that I want to straighten that out or not. Let's look in the rack. And sure enough, she's doing gravel, probably from cobblestone. She's breaking down gravel, but let's change her focus and let's change that gravel and make it glass. So let's come here. Sand. Yes, gravel to sand so that we can actually have enough sand for all of the domes that we want to put in. We want to put in a bunch of domes, and that is going to help. I do not see anything in this area. This is Amanda, back to work. Welcome back,
Good day to you.
And she was raising a family, which is why she wasn't at work. Can I? That's what I would have to do with that. Let's do oxidized cut copper. Oxidized cut copper. Let's get a couple. Let's get architect's cutter for a minute. And we're going to put the architect's cutter right here for a second. And we're going to make panels to go where that door is. So see the doors sticking out from here like that? That's because we needed the door to be on this side. So we're just going to go ahead and panel this so that it looks like that. Now, why is this door like this? This is actually, I thought I took these panels away. Let me take the panel away from there. I don't want them to get stuck here. And so we're doing the door like that. But in actuality, if I really wanted to do the door right, what's going to wash away? I don't think I have anything on the floor. That might wash away, but we'll see. We're going to change the door period. For safety reasons, we're changing the door. When this style was built, oops, hold on. They couldn't actually deal with, people couldn't deal with, can I put that on top? Let me see if I can. Okay, good. So then I can, nope, that's not gonna work. So I have to do it from the outside. They couldn't deal with panels. So it didn't matter if those panels were put there as a safety measure. But now they can deal with panels, and panels do not stop them from going somewhere. Why is that showing me that? See that? I've got something strange happening. Oh, I'm in the water. That's why it's showing it to me. I'm in the water, and I have my MER abilities, so it's doing weird stuff. So let me see if I can stand here. I'm not going to be able to, so I'm going to have to scrunch. There we go. And there we go. But they're not in the same place. So let me see if I can put this here and get this to be where it should be. Scrunch. And now let's see. Ah, yay! Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I can get through, but they can't. And that's what I'm doing. So maybe I should put a slab on top. This way, only me crouching. So they can't open two doors at the same time. So they can't go through. And so this will be fine for this. It's actually the door that does it for them. But we got it put in, and yay! Now, if we want, we don't have to have this now, but I kind of like the door being indented. So I'm good with that. Now, let me put this door back, because I might need it at another blacksmith somewhere. So we put that in. Do I need this? I don't know. Let me leave this here for a minute, because we have to make those. And then we can let everything else go back where it belongs. We didn't fix the rack. Do we want to fix it? Do we want to fix it for a minute? Let's just see. No, I'll come back. I'll come back, because look at this. Look how long it's taking. So it's now nighttime again, and we've seen that 3 of the workers have nothing to do. 3 of the builders don't have anything to do. Now we have back here some new building pieces going in, and we can get River to work on some of that. Let's look here. This is a level 5. Yay! And we'll come over here. And this is a level 5. Look what we've got. Dun 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 dun! Yay! All right. We can get River right now to work on these back here. And have her build the platforms for the scrubs that are going to come and pick up the fish from Onyx and from Thomas. Believe it or not, that's Thomas. And then this dome is here already. This is the experimental dome that we put in, and I'm not going to remove this because I might want them to sit in this area. And if I keep that piece there, I can attach seating to it. So I'm going to leave it like that. I have to remember that for these guys too, that I can have them sit in this area if I don't take out the decoration block. Now I've already taken it from some of the places, so that's not going to work in this case. Let's go look for a second. And that was a good idea though, Mr. Villager, to put the slab there so they can't go through, but I could go through if I crouched. Let's look at Lionel for a minute. Let's go through this hallway for a second, because I did a whole bunch of stuff. This is not a hallway. This is the this is the level 5s of, yep, these are the level 5 foresters. We have 2 foresters in this area, and I'm going to fix this part right here because they can't, the dripping is happening, and then we need to put the green in. And why don't we just go ahead and do what's done everywhere, and let's put green in the floor right in the middle here, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's even, unfortunately. Yeah, it is. So since it's even, why don't we put 1 here, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1 there, and that will make it look better. And we'll take these pieces right here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, just after 3 o'clock their time in the morning. And I think that takes care of that. We really don't need these, so we don't have to worry about that. And this is fine for this area. And we were cutting through here for a minute. There's another section right here. And this is the way Mixasa and Matlam, the designers, designed. What? Whoa! Quickly, let's head to our newest druid's station right here, and her name is I don't know. Bailey. Bailey is our newest, we have granted her asylum here, and she is our newest druid. We're going to use her quarters right here to sleep away that thunderstorm. Whoa! Okay. Whoa! Okay. All right, so I think we were making sure that that part got covered. Yes, and we did. All right. So what we wanted to see, do I need any of these? I don't, actually. What we wanted to see was something that River could work on. For instance, she could work on this. I think this is only a level 4, sure enough. So she could work on this area here when she gets done. That's Spencer going to eat. Is he going to Michael's? No, he's going to Mauricio's to have breakfast. And this is right here, and Mauricio is here. We changed out the seats, and look at that. There he is. There's Spencer sitting down, waiting to be fed. That looks like Raquel coming in for breakfast, and she's going to sit down too. See that window there? And there's a courier who is going to get something to eat for breakfast. And so there they go. They're going to be served food. See that window right there? I don't think we need a window right there. It's in the ice, and so I think we might take that window away. Yay, look at this. Someone's sitting at an outside table. Excellent. We finally added the outside tables, and someone's actually sitting at one. This is actually Raquel right here. I'm almost positive, but let's see. Why can't I touch her? I'm not close enough.
Good to see you.
No, it's Sloan. Interesting. That is our ores smelter wanting some Italian food, and so she's here at Mauricio's restaurant where he serves lots of pizzas, and he serves spicy eggplant and eggplant doma and all sorts of wonderful things like that. And he serves pastas and raviolis and squash and veggie
Need
soup.
something?
And does he have any of that? He's got some, but you see what I see? Some of the top foods are missing from there, but here comes a courier, and she is probably bringing him some extra foods. And what's she doing? What you doing?
Good to see you.
What you doing, Sloan? All right, now she's going to get something to eat. Is she having trouble with that chair? And River is having breakfast this morning. She's sitting right here, and we'll see her get breakfast. There she goes. And this is something that I believe is planned by Minecolonies, that you get to see them actually get their food. Now, that is Lionel wanting something. What does he want?
What can I do for you?
Ah, that's right. Lionel wants a huge number, and by huge, I mean maybe like 4 or 5 different kinds of doors for the hotel in Aquatica. And so we're going to come here. Let's have, this is Milan. Let's have Milan in this wide open space here make these new doors. There they are. So a stripped mangrove door. There's one. And let's see, a crimson door. We'll teach that. Spruce wood door. You should know how to make that already, but this is actually a domum door. So we'll teach that. And a stripped cherry wood door. Wow. And so there they all are. Those are doors that he's going to get wood for. And we might have to source some cherry and mangrove. We do not grow those trees. We don't grow cherry, we don't grow mangrove. And so he will have to wait until until the logistics center finds those for him. Look at this. I love it. It just makes me so happy. I can't tell you how happy it makes me that this game is so much fun. They sit on the chairs. Now these are Paladin's seats that they are using. And for those of you who are wondering how, if the seat is designated, then they'll sit there. And the way you designate seats, I know, I'm not really teaching, but some things are really fun. This is a tag tool. And we're going to take the tag tool and we're going to shift and tap on the hut block. So that little piece there is the hut block. And when you do that, then you can see all the tags, all the sit tags in the place that you tagged. So we actually rearranged some of these sit tags and so that we could have them be for the chairs where we have the chairs. And as a matter of fact, in a restaurant, in Michael's restaurant, I'm going to leave this up because in Michael's restaurant, I'm going to have to do that again. So we came over to Mauricio to make sure that everyone got fed. But now we're going back over to where Lionel is. Lionel is waiting for those doors, but Lionel is working on this. And this is Aquatica's residence that is called the hotel. This is a hotel, and it is a level 4 that Lionel is working on. It's almost done, and we are trying to get him to build this up to the level 5 pretty quickly because we're going to make a change here. Right here where these chairs are, we're going to move them someplace else because this is a doorway here, and we want this one to also be a doorway. We can't put anything here, so these chairs will still remain. I'm going to look and see what this table is all about at level 5. We'll probably make this either a place for performers or a place for like a dance floor and put tables around it, like in a bar or something. We might do that. We'll see what we can do when the time comes, but this is not done yet. You can see right here, this is where the taxis are going to be. We're going to have some scrubs that are actually taxis. And the minute I have one here, then we're going to copy it so we can put a taxi someplace else in the city. And that's going to be fun to do. Let's go over. Now the upstairs, I want to wait on, well, let's show it. Let's see what it looks like. Nice flooring. It's got really nice flooring here. And there are 2 rooms here. So this is 1 room. That's what he wants the doors for. This is bath. This is actually a shared bathroom. Now, I don't mind the idea of the shared bathroom. I think it's kind of interesting. On this side, because this is a level 4 he's making, we have 3 bedrooms, 3 hotel rooms with 4 beds. So 2 beds in here, a double, and then singles in these 2 rooms. Now, the last room hasn't been made yet because it's part of the level 5. However, see this right here? There's no way for them to get to these 2 rooms. At least there wasn't that I noticed before. This is actually going to be an aquarium right here. Unless something has changed in the design. That's the way this design is set up. I love that Mubian also did the thing of having the materials, making it look like that this is the construction pieces, the materials that are going to be used to make the hotel when it is at the lower levels. And I love that. I love it. So that's what we've got so far, except that we don't have a door on the other side. Now, when this is a level 5 complete, what I'm going to do is open up the building that's here. There's a building here, and the building that's here. And those buildings will begin to be able to be built. And Lionel and, how many do I have? Lionel and River are both going to work on those. I can't put anything here, so I might make the window if there isn't actually a window there. But that doesn't make any sense. See where that is? So that window would actually be looking in to the gift shop. And I think that might be okay. So a person comes into the hotel and they can look through that window area there and see the gift shop. But I don't think so. I think I might need that area as an office for the hotel, and we'll see what we do about it. And now what we worked on this morning. So this morning I realized that Arnaaluk, which is the name of this druid city-state, this sanctuary, only has 1 library. We never have only 1 library in town, and so we usually have 2 other libraries that are either a separate section library from the university or bookstores. And so we have now added a bookstore next to the gift shop. This is the Flower Shop Underwater Base Level 5 that we are using as a gift shop, not just flowers, but gifts. I haven't done it yet, but we're going to put things in that look like gifts. And next door, we have put in Arcology's Level 5 library, and we have modified it to be a bookshop. And it just worked out perfectly because we did not have to endanger the ship. This is a museum right here, and people come, visitors come and visit the ship. They can get a tour, and the tour comes through the hotel, and the tour comes right to here, and they get into suits, and they can go down and explore the haunted ship, the sunken ship that's right here. This bookstore fit in without damaging that museum, which is wonderful. And its doors matched up, its openings, not necessarily doors. Arcology doesn't have doors. Its openings matched up to the hallway and to the doorway that was here for the bookstore, for the flower shop, and that was perfect. So we spent all the time on Twitch. If you'd like to see us doing this, you can actually go to the Twitch Monster to Mermaid channel and you can see it. It'll probably be there for 10 days from today, which is the 22nd of March, to see. And because we had fun working on it. And so, yes, we haven't actually assigned a librarian yet, but all our kids have, it seems like our kids have graduated. Yay! So we can actually have 2 librarians work in this area. But if we do, what does that mean? Because the housing in this area is right here. And in order for them to have something close enough, they would have to live either here, where Miranda and Isaac are living, or here. This should be Evelyn living here, and it is, because she's in the flower shop. And if you notice, look how far away she is. She's 51. Now Miranda and Isaac can move deeper into this apartment complex, but as you can see, there are already people living here. No. Oh, this isn't even an apartment yet. Oh, yay. This is not supposed to have one of those. This is Leroy and... No, this is Michael and Ronald, and they have to live here, because look how far away Ronald is. I wonder if he's closer on the other side. Let me look here and see if he is closer. Yes, this is a major difference. Well, not a major, but it's it puts him in the 50s instead of the 60s. This is excellent. I didn't know this wasn't done yet. So we will, only one person can live here right now. So this is something that we will fix. We'll change this and make this a place for Michael and Ron, who are actually a legitimate Minecolonies team on the, what do you call it? The family tree. It shows them as a couple and they have a kid. And so I'm going to have to do that right now, actually, because in order to move anyone else here, see, Miranda and Isaac can move. We'll put Michael and Ron here, or we'll put Michael and Ron here. Much better, because Miranda and Isaac are really close to where they work. See, Miranda's 48 from here, and Isaac is 34. So they can live anywhere in this complex. What do you see? What I see? We don't have quite enough room for new people. Hold on for a second. We don't have enough room for people in this area. Let's look here. This is Calvin, And let me see how far away Evelyn is from here. Because Evelyn's in the same location. And she's too far away. She's 99. And so none of the people who work at the hotel will be able to live in this area. You know what that means, don't you? You got it. That means we need a new apartment building. And we need it to be somewhere in this area. Let's make sure, just for a moment, oh, it's the sun. I was like, what is that? It's the sun rising in the water, and you can see it behind the glaciers there. I was wondering what that yellow light was. Hello, Mixasa. Aw, thank you. Merci, merci. Thank you very much. How are you? I was surprised, actually, because I couldn't get the picture I really wanted. I just couldn't kind of get it, you know? But I'm just, so I was really surprised. But merci. Mr. Villager might still be here. He'll be happy to see you. Mixasa, welcome. How are you? Comment ça va? How are you doing? And let's look here for a minute. We are in this area where we have a lot of Mixasa and Matlam's designs, including the hallways that we're walking down are designed by them for Minecolonies underwater base style. And we have actually combined underwater base and Aquatica. And but it is working. We have some Arcology, and that's just what I was showing Mixasa, that we made this Arcology library look like your design. In here we've given it we want it to be homogeneous with the other buildings in the area. And oh, excellent. C'est bon. And so yeah, but what we have is a problem. We're going to have a group of people working here. So the librarians, we're going to have Evelyn, of course. We're going to have a couple people in the hotel. We should have a restaurant back here in the hotel itself. We will probably have someone working at the clothing store here who's going to need someplace to live. And all of them are there's not enough room right here in these two apartment buildings, or this apartment building, I should say, that is right here. So the problem is this location. So you didn't yet work on the fixes for the fishery. Oh, no, that's understandable. I totally understand. And thank you for telling me. And no worries, because I had already kind of worked out a fix anyway for it. And did you watch the Minecraft show? I did not. What did they show? What are they talking about? Ooh, I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. This will be interesting. So for those of you who are watching, Minecolonies team is at Minecraft 21.1, but Minecraft is at 21.4. So some of the things that are in 4, like the gray forests and the new creature in the forests, those are in 4.4. And so we don't have those here yet. We'll see what happens. Minecolonies will probably update when I think they're waiting for stability. And so 1.1 seemed stable at the time, and I think that's what they're doing. But maybe Mixessa will tell us a teeny bit about the Minecraft show. And if not, we'll check it out. And Mixessa, we will now be able to save happy ghasts from the nether and use them as flying balloons to be able to build from the top of them more or less as creative fly. Whoa! Whoa! That's intense. Wow! Wow! Okay, that's pretty cool. That's excellent. That is excellent. For cliff style, those of you who are watching, for the cliff style that is also Mixessa and Matlon style, that would enable much better player connection to the cliffs. That would be amazing. Yay! Did you just see that? Did you see this is Juan, who is working on concrete. Hi. Are you having trouble with those? I don't think so. I think he's doing okay. Yeah, see, he's taking the concrete away that he's making right here. He's making concrete and taking it away. And they are very cute. They have an aviator hat with goggles. Aww, that sounds neat. In case you don't think that they're doing anything, they actually are, the Minecolonies people. And we're watching the concrete mixer making gray concrete for the builders. See? He's using the concrete and doing that. And this thing with the panels, unfortunately, is still a little bit of a problem. I'm going to open this one and see if, because I opened it, he doesn't have to deal with it anymore. And I think that might work. Let me do that with Raquel. I'm going to open hers too. So that they don't get stuck doing stuff like that. So let's come over here. Oh, that is so neat. Thank you for telling us. Merci. Thank you for telling us about that. That's wonderful. So we'll open Raquel's also so that she doesn't have any problem. Now I saw Raquel going to get food. This is a level 5, and both of these are now level 5s. Did I just take a picture by mistake? I did. Let me get this for a second. Let me put this here, and we're going to put that into this building area. I believe that this is also a level 5 now. It is. So we're going to just do it with these. This one, we still have to work on this information center here. So we're going to do that a little bit later. Let me go to something here that I don't think Mixessa has seen yet. So these are your hallways. And what I'm doing is I'm using some of Aquatica's connectors for this reason right here, that we are putting in, this is a druid sanctuary, And so we are giving the druids a little taste of home by having different forest botanicals. We have botanical gardens underwater and different types of trees. And the trees are actually the names of the apartment buildings that we have. So this apartment building right here is the Skyrus, and it has an information center. This is actually a guard tower, but we're going to use these as information centers, and we will actually assign some druids to these centers as we go along, and they will stay here and be available for the people who live in these apartment buildings. They collect their mail and they make sure that everything runs well in these areas. So this is the Skyrus right here, which is one of the finished ones. I think you remember that I put in this Cavern style restaurant, and we made it match the underwater base style by having it be in the concrete, but that also is underwater base in Aquatica. But we've kept some of her, that's snow on the skylight right there. We've kept some of Lady Shatana's decorations and used them to inform the modifications that we made to this restaurant right here. In this area, we actually have the pastures, and we are expanding the pastures as they connect to level 5 buildings and level 3 walkways. We are expanding them the 1 block so that there's more room inside for the animals. And so in the dairy area here, there is only 1 block between the pasture and the farm. And we have taken out some of the, I think I did something here that's causing these to leak, or I didn't get to putting the panels on yet. But we had to connect the 2 buildings in order to get that extra space for the animals in this area. And I like doing that. And so those are some of the things that we've done. This is the botanical garden for the sakuras, the sakura trees. And this building is going to be called the Sakura. We haven't put in its information center yet. This is what the Aquatica level 5 information center looks like when we haven't done the treatment that we're doing to the centers. And it looks like that. And this is an intersection. This is the Spirit intersection here. And we saw the Skyrus one. We have a couple of buildings who have their information centers already. So down here we have the mahogany. Cows from Normandy love rain. Okay, so we won't worry too much. This is the mahogany apartment building, and this is Mahogany's information center where they get their mail, and where we're going to have a person who's going to answer questions and make sure that they're comfortable and everything. And then down here, I think we have another. This is the Zelkova. This is the Zelkova apartment building and its information center. And so these are the places that we have set up for them. And so Mixasa, that's why we ended up having the forest in this area here instead of the aquarium. I thought they were going to put an aquarium in, but they did not because they're druids. and they wanted to have forest in this area, and so forest is what they have, and they love it. They love it. They even sit on these chairs right here, which is really fun. And because I think I've attached them to the restaurant. I don't think I attached them to the block, if I can find it. See, that's what happens. So with some of these, I made the mistake of removing the decoration block, and if I do, then I can't put recreational seating in. So I have to be careful about doing that. What time of day is it? It's 23. Is everyone asleep? Everyone is asleep. Let me go down here and let me go to sleep for a minute. We're going to use an actual working druid station. This small garden central decoration is the one you always use. Yeah, because it's cool. It's so cool. Especially because they're underwater and all the hallways, it's like being on a ship practically. And so, hello everyone. That must be school kids. We don't have any kids left. We have researchers, and we have, and teachers and professors. So we've got researchers living in this area. We see our explorers coming down the hall as well. They had fixed this, and then they took it away. So something about the fix didn't work, and so that's what's happening. Let's go to see Nina for a minute. See, is this
What can I do for
Edison?
you?
Edison, you still haven't gotten anything to eat, have you? Edison wants something that Nina doesn't have, and what I think he wants is pizza, and she's out of pizza, and so he's not eating anything else. Let me look here, and let me check.
What is it?
Hi. No, not you. No, we're looking here. And let's see if she has. But she does have pizza. She's gotten some delivered. So what does he want? He doesn't want anything. Let me see what she's serving. He wants either a stewed trencher, a hand pie, or tacos. And I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those put away. So she's waiting for those to be delivered. Because
If you say so.
Edison is out of commission, why don't we go to the warehouse and see if there are any stew trenchers that have been brought back. Sometimes overflow is refrigerated in the warehouse. So let's see if there's some that I can do for them. And Danny's waiting on materials so that he can finish the exploration center, which is the barracks. She's getting fed. Monroe's going to feed her. And we're going to come through here. And we're not going to the mahogany. We're going around the information center and come to the warehouse. And we're going to come up here. And we're going to look and see if we have any stew trenchers, TEW. We actually have 11. And what was the other one? Stew trencher. Can I see it? Some kind of dinner. Let's see if there's any pizza left. There's not enough, so I'm not going to worry about that. But the stew trenchers I'm going to find. Stew trencher. And we'll check on where that is. That's not a lot. But for now, that'll be fine. I wonder if we don't have any lamb left. We might have to check for that. Let's go upstairs. Here. So, yow, ha ha, look what I found. Excellent. Excellent. Yay, Mr. Villager, you made it back in time to see Mixasa. Yay, team. Let's take the tacos and the stuffed pitas and the stewed trenchers. I probably need some things from some other places too. But are there any stewed trenchers here? Oh, there they are. And so we'll put these here. Yeah, indeed. Fish and chips. I think there's only one of those. I think that's all I'm going to take. I see the tortillas and pizzas. Why don't we give her the pizzas? And yeah, let's take these back and let's see if we can get Edison to eat something. Okay. But you're good. You should scroll up, Mr. Villager, and see what Mixasa said that Minecraft announced. I think you'll find that most interesting. Or down, scroll up or down in the chat, and you can see what Mixasa said about the Minecraft show. And we're going to, whoop, we almost went past. You can hear people having their lunch right now. And everyone pretty much is working except Edison. So let's come here. Some pizzas have been delivered, and we're going to add these and see if we can't get some additional food that Edison might want. Who is that? Who's that? Okay. Oh, Ariana. Hi. Ariana's the teacher, and she's lecturing at the lecture hall in the university, and here she is right here. And I just hadn't seen a teacher in a while. And yeah, I know. We're going to take the chair away, and we're going to recall you right here. And there, you can stand right there. And we're going to put a stool or a chair right here for her. I'm going to do a modded chair for her to sit at. And I think we're going to use one of Valhelsia's chairs. I'm going to use the gray chair right here, and we'll set it right here. So let me look at this, and we'll put the chair right there. So that way she can stand in front of the hut block, and that's what happens. And there we are. And notice she has pizza. I think that's a cute hint that they've done. That if you want to know what the people want to eat, Look at what they're holding.
Right away.
What are you doing here, Jackson? You're sick. Why are you here? I'm going to be concerned. I made some changes and they might have interfered. Jackson, where are you stationed? I know you're one of the... I'm going to have to call everybody to get Jackson out of there. He might think he's at the hospital. And I noticed that she's not going, Mildred isn't going after them. Maybe they don't go after them anymore. Let's go here. We're going to get Jackson. He's one of the people in the exploration center here. And let's see who he is with. This is Lionel here. And this is Arabella here. Is Jackson actually working with the submarines? I think he is. No. Ooh, the submarine's being worked on. Did you hear that? That was the submarine being worked on. Houston, we've got a problem. Where's Jackson? I didn't push... Oh, there he is. I missed it. Sorry. Let's recall him. There we go. And now maybe he will head directly to Mildred, or he'll go to the other hospital. I'm going to follow him and see what's happening. What was the screen shot competition? Minecolonies had offered a Mystic Site screenshot competition, and it was on their Discord, and it was very specific. They said only submit one picture, and that it had to be the Mystic Site, and it needed to be, they wanted it to be in a town setting. And so I did Rosa Oru's because it's really amazing. I was thinking that I would do Prasinos because it has the Stonehenge, but the Stonehenge is only the level 1. And I figured that, so, or I could have done the level 5 Littleton on top of Prosino's Guardian's Rock, the Druid Rock, and the same thing. You can't really see anything from there. And so the cliff style was perfect for showing that. And it was very fun. I would have done Mixasa. I would have done the underwater base of Seabridge, except that you can't see it well because it's in that cave, remember? We found the ruin in the cave, and that ruin, did he eat? Because sometimes if they're hungry, they won't go to the hospital. And now... Where is he? What hospital is he going to? Hold on, because if he's back, nope, he's not. Okay. I see him. I'm gonna see where he's going. Sometimes, so you couldn't really see Seabridge from, oh good, okay. You couldn't see Seabridge. There he is. Don't give everybody the flu now. Please go to the doctor, Jackson. You're sick. Now, if he goes to that same place in the library, then I'm going to have to do something about it. but we'll see. We have wind. It got very windy here. I'm just following him because I want to make sure that he doesn't think that he's in the hospital. There we go. Okie dokie. All right. So even though she's not here, he's either going to wait for her or he's going to, yep, check himself in. So he's going to one of the rooms, and when she comes in, she will give him medication. This is Mildred at the University Hospital, who's the doctor. And Mixasa, I modified again. So we modified the surgery room by putting in some cabinetry. This is Paladin's cabinetry. And then in the closet, we put in a sink. We also put in a little closet area for the doctor. The MRI room is perfect, but we did put in a little cabinet for the MRI computer instead of the lectern. And as I always say, the vanilla versions are really wonderful. I'm going to close the door. He has the flu. And but you know me, I love to modify. Forgot the most important. Let me see here. It worked pretty well. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. And so this is so he didn't go to emergency, which is interesting. So he knows he's sick. And it is just after midnight now. If everyone is in bed, and they are, we can go to bed. And we'll do that. You like how Mix Hospital gives the vibe of advanced? Yeah. I love it too. Steampunky. It is. I love, oh God. I can't have any other hospital underwater because of this. This is perfect. This is the ambulance with the stretcher area and the seat for the driver. And this is the front of the ambulance here. Now there's a whole bunch of glass here. We might, because of Chroma Hills being leaded glass, we might fix this front grille so that they can see a little bit better out of it. I just haven't done that yet, but that is the ambulance. And for those of you who have not watched me before, you can build that. This is a design in the Minecolonies mod, and these buildings have been designed for you to be able to build in your own city. And it is so much fun doing that. And all that I've done is just add some modded furniture pieces, but the vanilla, what looked just as wonderful. Notice I'm leaving this vanilla chair. I like it. I like it. So yeah. Hopefully the druid won't recur, won't recur vein antibiotics. Oh, won't require. You meant require. Hi. Hello, 2000 Huff. I see you. Welcome. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you very much for telling me that, and I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're enjoying. So, yeah, welcome. And a perfect day that you picked to stop in when the designer is here. And that is so cool. Welcome. This is something that's happened. That the pictures, some of the pictures changed, but I think it might be the mod that I have changed some of those pictures. Was I changing the hallway? That's interesting. I have to see what I was doing there. I'll have to do that later. How are you doing today, Huff? How are you doing? What time of night is it? It's 4. I can still make it to bed if I use this druid's quarters right here, and that way we can get up after everyone else. And look in this room. I'm going to turn on the light in this room. There we go. And we put in this little, this is a alternative cavern style, alternative guard tower that we are, it's a legit tower, but we removed the jail and we use this area here for the people. Now, is that still...
What's it today, then?
No, that's Fabian. So they'll get food now. Now that we have pizza down there, they should get fed. I need to go and check on the other builders and the other restaurants. So Khalil is here and he's getting some breakfast. And who is he?
What is it?
Feeding. Zio is a fitness. She is a fitness trainer and she's waiting for breakfast. And there is someone upstairs that Khalil went to check on. And he is, there she is. And who is
I'll
this?
take care of it.
Oh, it's the cook. Paloma is coming here to have breakfast. She's the cook. What happened to the tabletops? Is this being worked on? Hold on. Is this area being worked on? Hold on. Does this area need to be worked on? We're not using the bakery yet. Hold on. Let's have Case work on this because Danny is going to be doing something for a while, and then he's probably going to do the level 4 of this. Level 5. This is only a level 4 of the information of the athletic center, which is the archery. Do they serve pancakes? Wouldn't that be lovely? That would. They serve quiche. They serve blueberry muffins, berry muffins. I'm saying they're blueberry. They're sweet berry muffins. They serve some pieces like that, which are very fun. Let's come here and I'll show you for a minute. In their breakfast foods, they serve yogurt and berries for breakfast. There are, see these options here? How do the colonists eat? If you are in creative mode, is that a special setting? No, it is not. That is the nature of Minecolonies, that they have been programmed to eat special meals, and they have certain things that they like, so they come to the restaurant, and these are all the foods that the restaurant can serve on the right, and on the left are the menus of what the restaurant actually serves. So I was looking for breakfast foods here, and I'm not using too much of these foods that don't have a color. They're actually modded foods that they will eat, but they're much more satisfied if they eat the food from Minecolonies. So they can have yogurt for breakfast. They can have, where is it? They can have flatbread, of course. They can have cooked rice for breakfast, and cheese and bread, veggie quiche, yogurt with berries. Pottage is usually what I think of as cornmeal that they have. There's the sweet muffins, berry muffins, and of course they have scones that they can have for breakfast. And so there's all sorts of things like that. You just started a colony. Will they eat in peaceful? Yes, they will. They will do everything except that you won't get as many raids, I think, if you're in peaceful. You have to be in creative to not get any. But yeah, definitely. And thank you, Mixasa, for answering that question. And so my story is that I make treaties. Oh, look, she's making the food. That's Paloma, and it's her job to make all the dishes. And this is where the recipes are, the list of recipes for her. This is a courier who's bringing her materials so that she can make the food right there. And so this is good. And then one of the things, I love this. There she is. See, she's making food right now. And she just stopped. She's shy. Hey! We're going to go in the freezer. I love this, Mixasa. I love the refrigeration area. So this is the generator for the refrigerator. And you can see that all the foods are back here, all the storage. And this, where the fish is being stored over ice, is just so perfect. I just think that is so cool. I'm going to do something here. If that turns out to be a flag, we're going to make it go away. We're going to put up a banner piece here, and let's see if this is a flag. It is. So we don't have flags, and we're going to I'm going to change it to so that in this area they have the same banner, and we'll do that. Let me see if I have any more of these. I might only have one. Hold on, in the bag. Oh no, I have a couple. Okay, good. So we'll do that. It's a fridge. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it cool? Look, see? They're sitting on ice. These racks are sitting on ice. And you can see that all the shelves, there's cheese sitting right there, and the seaweed, the nori. And you can see that's probably oil in those containers there. And this is the generator for it. Really? Ooh. Oh, that's neat. Good for you. You can see his name in the book. Okay, let's go and look right here. And let me put this away. We received today a new recipe by I'm going to mess up the names. I'm so bad with names. I'm going to say it's Inanis or Inani Domum for a special underwater sushi, thanks to the chef. And that is there. And then let's look, deliveries are right here. So that's one book. And let's go back. So I think that is for the person who created this, but let me see if there's another book. I think that's it. Isn't it, Mixasa? Yeah, oh, that's sweet. I love when you do that. I love that you include people. And thank you. And wow, Yeah, it's beautiful. And I just really love the freezer area. And then there's areas where, see, the cheese is being displayed here. And this is just an area for the people to come and order. And I like that. You think you just said it properly right now? You had to change a lot, but it's still his design. I completely understand, and that is really, really cool. And I know you had to change it because it has to coincide, or it has to match the levels and what each level is supposed to be in Minecolonies. And so that's why Mixasa is saying that they had to change it to do that. Paloma, are you trying to reach something on that? She's trying to reach something up there, and that's why she's standing on the table there. She's just trying to get something off of that counter. Now, did I get Case to start working on this? Hold on a minute. I was supposed to be getting Case to work on this. Let's do it. Case doesn't have anything to do. Upgrade the restaurant. And so we'll do that there. And there we go. So we're in the Skyrus area. This is the Skyrus apartment building right here. And this is their botanical. Zaf had designed something special for this hallway when it was a level 4. And when we upgraded it, we tried to save some of the things. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Okay. Sure. So, we're going to move on. I love that. There's just such fun details that I just love from this, and so it's really pretty cool. So we put in this area for Zaf because he had wanted bamboo in this area, and so we'll do it this way. It wasn't the hardest. Hopefully it wasn't the hardest to build. Absolutely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. And even if it was, it's worth it. It's worth it, but no, it's not. This is still a level 4. It's not. Dun, 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 dun. Yahoo! Hold on a second here. Yeah, let me do something right quick so that I know this is a level 5. I'm going to get this right here. They're tucked into bed. I want to change this part right here. We want to take that color out. This is not leading somewhere, so I'm just going to take that away for right now. Will it lead somewhere? I don't know. We'll find out a little bit later, but right now we'll change out the flags. We don't have flags. And is there anything else that we want to do? Okay, so Mixasa, what I had to do here is I brought this down, this part right here, because they were getting stuck on it. And so I brought it down to here so that they would not get stuck on the, they come up and try to use the ovens and they're just spinning. And so we put this in like this, and notice the food pieces are still there, and it worked perfectly. And so we have that now. So they can get, they don't have to get up here anymore, I don't think, but if they want to, they still can. And if they get down here, they can get up like that on this side. And I think everything else is okay. I will get the drippies on that part over there. Something's missing. Is something missing from there? Let me see. Let's just get one of these and we'll just put it there for right now. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. So this is a recent level 5. Beatrix just worked on this and brought it up to the level 5. And this is what it looks like. The item frames with food are okay to be in the same block with the panels. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. Is that crazy or what? Look at that. And I discovered that by accident, but that's what's happening there. No, it wasn't that way before. This is something that's changed because I tried to do this before and I couldn't. So something's changed with Domum to make that possible. Because yeah, look at that. That is actually me getting up on the block and those two things being together in that one block area, which shouldn't be possible. Which shouldn't be possible, but you just saw me do it. And that keeps them from getting up here and going, because that's what they do. They get up on top and they spin if they're trying to do something with the... But then you started to mistrust your mind? Yeah, I know. I don't think so. I don't know. And, but they can now. So, so that is an interesting thing. Speaking of Beatrix, that means she's not doing anything. Let's come back here and let's look and see. Sure enough, Beatrix is running out of things to do. This is a level 5. These are level 3s. All of these. I still have to do some stuff in there. Why don't I do it for a second? Why doesn't this have this block here? Let's see. Put this block back. Right there and right here. And these are things that I'm changing because I like it. We'll put that in and dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this is level 3 and the level 5. Yay! And it's beautiful. And there is the farm storage for this level 5. And we're looking. Hey, that's Domum. That's not me. Look what I was able to do. Oh no, I'll show you some other place. I don't know why they can do this, but they can. I'm gonna do it here. This is gonna be scary. Should I do it? Yeah, let's do it. Let me put some things away for a second. We're gonna do something scary. Let's take these and put these away. Let's put the flag away. And this I don't have. And I don't need to be holding that. So yeah, I did. I reloaded shaders. Let's go here. Let's put this up. And let's look at desk pieces. We're going to look at Paladin desk pieces for right now. Because I think Paladin is going to give me something in green. Maybe I don't want that. Why don't we just do normal wood this time? Oak covered desk. And then I need the oak covered dresser. That's netherite cabinet. Desk cabinet. I need to come up here to oak covered desk cabinet. Basic dark oak. This is oak. Basic oak. Wait, I'll find it. Basic oak. Oak covered. I'm missing oak covered. Oak covered. I suppose I could look for it, right? Oak covered. OAK, COV. This is probably easier. Oak covered desk. I've got that part. There it is. The oak covered desk. Maybe I'll just have to use the stripped one. Does he actually not? Did he actually not put in? Yep, he didn't. He doesn't have a desk piece to go with that, so we can't use him, or we can't use that. And let's see. Let me look here. Let's go back to desks for a minute. I'm looking for something, and I'm not going to be able to use them. Let's go to Macaw's. Now we can use Macaw's tables and use the oak from there, and then use the oak dresser, but I want this one, the stripped dark oak. Now stripped, let's do stripped oak, and let's do the stripped desk. Stripped PED desk. Nope, we're not going to get it that way. Drawers. We might not get it this way. We're not going to get it. Let's go back to desk. And look here. We're looking for Macaw's desk. I think he's separated the desk from the drawers. DRAWER. That's exactly what's happened. And so let's look for the stripped oak desk. And there it is right here. There's a counter. And then we have the drawers. Let's use one of these. Nope, we need the ones like this. Let's use one of these. Come on, come on. I don't think that's going to work because that's not a desk. This is what I want. Down here. This piece right here. And I want this. All right. So I have to be super careful when I do this. I have to be so careful when I do this. But I could do it with paladins. And I'm going to try it now with Macaw's. Let's see if I can do it. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to do it. Hold on for a second. Let's do this first. There's that side. And see that sitting there? Ah, it didn't. That's why I didn't do it. Okay. Because it's not going to work with theirs. With paladins, it actually did work. But it's not going to work with Macaw's. I knew it hadn't worked before. Let's do a paladin desk. Let's see if I can find desk. Let's see if I can find one of paladins. Because I did it with theirs and it worked. But I need this piece of the desk. The one that goes underneath. And let's see if I can find an oak one for a second. There's a stripped spruce. There's a stripped oak. I don't know that I want to do it now. Hold on. If I mess it up, yes, I knew it. I can't do it with Macaws, but I can do it with Paladin. That Paladin's furniture is right at the same point as Domum Ornamentum's pieces. So I can put in modded furniture in the same places where there are Domum shelves, and that works. You see a lot of smart deco with armor stands stuck in block, but you have a lot of trouble when you try to use that with Minecolonies. Exactly. I totally understand those kinds of things. I definitely do. So yeah, we were able to change that. There is a desk, and let me go to the hospital for a second. I want to see what desk I used for the hospital, because I did put a piece. That's the cookery, and there's the hospital colors at the Spirit Botanicals right here. The couriers right here. Oh, because I didn't give them the desk piece. That's what happened. Yeah, and see, the only way I could do that is with Macaws, and they don't have it, so I can't do anything with that. Can't change the way that is. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to Corinne's restaurant. Corinne's restaurant is the one I haven't been to, and we just want to make sure that she's feeding everybody. And Elsa's leaving. Corinne seems pretty chill, and there's nobody here. So she definitely is feeding everyone. There is something that happens that turns on my siren vision, and it gets really bright. Something turns on my mermaid vision and gets really bright in some areas. It's almost like when I hear the waves, my vision comes on, because what's happening is when I go into the water, I get siren vision, and then when I come out of the water, and what I'm talking about is, see my tail, I've got a tail, and so when I come out of the water, I still have the vision sometimes. There I am. And so I have to check on that. I have to make sure that dun, 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 dun. So I have to wait a minute until my eyes adjust. It's like when you get out of the water, you have to wait for a second until your eyes adjust. So there they go. See, they just adjusted. And so Corinne is fine. Let's see what Hallie is working on. Hi.
What's it today then?
Aha! You're at the point where you need stuff from underwater, and all you need is a horn coral?
You are so wise.
Okay, so she's going to have to wait until that's ordered. We don't have any in the warehouse, is probably what's happened. And so we'll have her wait on that. What's she working on? Because that's like, is it 90% done? If it is, this is what I do sometimes. Yes, it is. See, she's 95% done, but she needs one piece. How much time do I have to today? I have an hour still. to today. So I'm going to cancel her working on this for right now. And we're going to give her something else to work on until that piece that she needs comes in. I'll remember that, and we'll do that again. This is really crazy back here. So we added another dairy, and we added another pasture, and we wanted this information. This is the Oaks apartment building, and so this is their apartment information center right here. There's the Druid station for this information center. We gave them their mailboxes, so you can actually see their mailboxes here. And this is across from a new dairy area that we added. We opened up these hallways right here, and we connected this Arcology ranch to the pasture, and to give us two different dairy farmers in this area. So this is Miguel
Need something.
right here, and this is Dex right here.
Hi.
And hi. Now with Dex, because Arcology is an old style, we actually put in the new crossover so that Dex could get to his feet, to his cows, without opening a gate and letting the cows out into the city. So that's what we put in for him to be able to reach his cows. And we took away the wall in that section, but we homaged it to Blocky Universe by keeping the beige brick, which is what that has. And right over here, this is a level 5 of underwater bases dairies, and we have not stripped out the wall yet here. So this is still a double coming in, but we're going to strip the wall out from right here, so that this is only a single wall between the dairy and the farm. It gives them an extra block of grass, and that's what we want to give them right now. So yeah, but we don't have to do that right away. That's something we can work on while they're working on something else. And but this is now a full level 5 dairy. Both of these are level 5 dairies here, and that's added to our other 2 dairies that we have in the other animal section. That's over here, and that's why there's rail here. But let's get Hallie to work on something. We're finally going to have her work on this. Now, I don't know whether Ryan or Case are close enough. I think Hallie's going to be kind of stuck here by herself working on these 3 buildings because she's right there. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to upgrade the underwater base one first, and it's going to be Hallie. And then when she gets the coral, we'll have her finish the area that she was working on, that she didn't get a chance to finish. It'll be easy to figure out what that is, because it's still a level 4. And so we'll be able to find it. More than likely, it's the egg farm that she's working on. This is a level 5 here. I think she was working on this. This is a level 5, so no, she wasn't. The farm is a level 4. We can have Elena work on the level 4 of the farm when she gets ready. And this is a level 4 of the rabbit hutch. So we still have a bunch of buildings that still are going to be here. Like this, that we still have to bring up to the level 5. And what's dripping? Oh, you're fixed. This is a level 5. Dun 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 dun! Yay! Hold on for a minute. Vincentius, are you okay? Do I want to do this? Or actually, it's just. Wait a minute. I just realized what's happening here. That's not what I need. Wait. Why are you guys dripping? You shouldn't be dripping right here. This is interesting. Hold on a second. Let me get something and we'll fix it. We'll get one of these and we'll get one of these light covers right here. We'll put that on the light. Wait, that glass panel has, let's use this one of these. So we'll put that glass panel on. So the light just needs this right here, but these green pieces, it's saying that this is paneled. Oh, what is that? No, that's just a block. No, that it's paneled on top. Okay. What is this? I'm intrigued. Is that a slab? It is? Aha. Mama. I don't know that slabs works anymore to keep this from leaking. Is that a panel? Nope, that's slab too. La 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 la. I'm gonna leave it for right now. I'll look at it when we start moving this wall back. I'll look at the top of this and we can cover it from the top and keep it from leaking in there. That's interesting. Yes, slab leaks, and that is, I think, a change since this design was done. The slab actually leaks now. It doesn't matter what it has on it. And so even in Aquatica, I've had to remove stairs from practically everywhere, or put in an extra block on top of the stairs. So right here where these stairs are, these aren't stairs. Oh, that's interesting. This apartment building's different. I did it differently in there. But the block just above needs to be a full block. Exactly. And that's the problem. So, so in this area here, we're going to change this to be a skyrus area, and I haven't worked on it yet. So that's what's going on here. And that's why that's dripping. Because all of Mubian's buildings drip when they're at level 5. They do, and that's just what happens. Let's put these things away for right now. There's some place that we're going to work on for a moment. A partial block, stairs or slabs. Without a doubt, it is. And it's okay, because see all this here? That's what's happening in Mubian's places. And we've had to adjust all of those in order to keep every single building from dripping. And so, yeah. Let's go down here. We were doing something with the restaurant down here. Now, this restaurant is going to be, we have 2 restaurants in this area where the hotel is. There's the hotel. And the restaurants are Mauricio's, right, I passed it. Mauricio's restaurant right here. And Mauricio's restaurant is an urban birch level 2 restaurant that has been modified to be a level 5. And I wanted this design. From the first time that urban birch was designed, I loved the level 2 of the building. I just loved it. It's a perfect kind of little cafe, and I love it. So what we did was we modified it to be a level 5, and it only has the 2 cook stations. I could have put in, if I had been more knowledgeable, I maybe would have put in the other cook stations, but it doesn't matter anyway. They don't cook. So I don't really worry about that. But I wanted this look. This was originally modified to go in Seabridge, the 19 underwater base from Minecraft 19. But then I put it here, and I really love this part. And getting some wonderful ideas from Mixasa and Matlam and from others for designing the ceiling and getting it not to leak in this area. Now, glass doesn't leak, so that's why these glaciers aren't leaking here. And the other restaurant in this area is the underwater base restaurant that just got upgraded to a level 5. And we started working on it on Twitch this morning, and we're going to go back there now, and we're going to look at it. This is Michael's restaurant here. It is level 5, and this is what we were doing. Let's go on the outside. I decided there is such an amazing view here that I am putting in different glass. I'm putting in this glass in these. Oh, I hit that by mistake. Hold on. Let's put that back. Oh, let's put that back there. I was supposed to be hitting this right here and here. So I'm taking the glass out and extending the windows out so that I don't want it there. I actually want it to be out, and I'll show you the reason why in a minute. But we're going to, there's a piece of glass there. Okay. No. Okay, now I flooded the place. Let's put a piece of glass right there and right there. That's where I want it to be. And let's take this piece and doing it again. Let's put a piece of glass there, right there, and there. What am I doing? I didn't even have to move those panels. And I haven't done the top yet, but I'm going to do it. We're going to cover the top area. Now, the reason I'm doing this glass is because underwater, it's really perfect for them looking out the window. So what I'm actually doing is putting it like this. And when I go inside, I'll show you why. I'm putting the glass on the outsides of the window. And we're going to make a special with this so that it matches all of the rest of the style. We're going to put prismarine pieces on, and that will give us the look that we want in this area right here. So did I miss any? No. Good. Very good. Let's take this and let's put it on the top and the bottom of these window pieces right here. So I look forward to watching again. You're going to pick up dinner now? Okay. Thank you for being here. I might have missed them. I get concentrating sometime. I apologize. And my moderator is actually asleep. So Vincentius Primus is asleep right now. But when he is awake, he usually is going to he has agreed to moderate for me. And thank you, Mr. Villager, for being a good friend and helping out the people in chat. I appreciate it. McSassa, thank you. It's always so cool to have all of your knowledge available when you're here. And it's really fun to see you. So thank you very much. And there we go. So we're covering the windows that we've expanded out in this area here so that it matches the rest of the design. We're taking the windows and they now look like that. And we want to do that because we're going to do something special on the inside. So let's come here, let's go up, and there it is. So you can see from here, Isaac is waiting to be fed. Michael isn't feeding you? Michael, what's wrong?
You are so wise, my friend.
What do you want to eat? He has a dinner in his hand. Wait, he's leaving. He did get fed. Okay, fine. This is what we want to do. So these are Macaws, I believe. Let me see whose curtains. We're using two different kinds of curtains. These are Macaw's curtains, and these are Valhelsia's curtains here. I think, yes, that is correct. Macaw's curtains are crazy, and they are so cool what we can do with them, and I really like that. And over here, we're just going to remove these pieces right here, and we're going to put in Valhelsia's curtains right into this area. Now, the reason we're using Macaw's is because Valhelsia's curtains want to do this. See that? So we're not using them like that. We're making it look like they go all the way across and they're pulled back. And that's what I want to do with that. So here, right here, I'm reading chat. Here, right here, we're using, I wanted the window to be open a little bit more. If I use Valhelsia's, it covers a full block, see? But if I use Macaw's, and we'll show you what it looks like, I can do this with Macaw's. I can, with an empty hand, change the piece to do all sorts of things. And I love it, Macaw's. That is just freaking cool. And so that's what we're using for the curtains there. Now, we haven't done anything upstairs yet. And here I need to take a tag. I need to take a seat tag and let me see. I thought I had the seat tag down. Hold on for a second. Let's come to here. Let's come to here. I do. So let's take the seat tag and let's look at it. We're going to shift click on the hut block in the restaurant, and we're going to see where all the seats are. See, there's a seat here we don't want. We can find those seats. So see this sit tag here where there's nothing there? I'm going to remove those two because there's no seat there. And the others are fine. and we're keeping the seats in these areas, but I wanted to put another seat right here. I don't have a seat to put there. I want to put a seat here and here. And I have to wait until I do it with a seat so that it'll be in the right place. Why don't I just take... Let me take this. So I want to put a seat here and here and here and here. We're going to have seats there for those. I broke up the tables a little bit. I would like a seat there and I would like a seat here. So I'm just going to make sure that all those seats are in place. And then we're adding a seat here and here. And those seats, I don't think they'll be able to sit here with that piece. I'm going to have to change this so it doesn't leak there. I think it still leaks with panels, but let me check and see for a minute. No. B. From the backpack, let's take one of these and one of these and see if I can stop it from leaking. If I can't, I'll stop it from the outside, but let me see if it'll leak. It won't leak. Yay! Oops. And that means that we can have a seat here. If we have a seat there with those slabs, they'll get stuck in the seat. And we're going to add seats to here and here. And that shows vanilla slab compatible. And these are showing here. Let's add a seat here, a seat here, and here, and here, and here. So we broke up the tables to serve more people here in this part of the restaurant. And I think I'd like to make this Mixasa into 2 large tables for partying up here, and maybe not. I don't know. I'll see when I start doing something in this section. And hold on for a minute. I'm going to read for a second. Hi, Mr. Villager. Let me get my earbud for a second. So for who are those seats for? It's a staff area. Exactly. It's a staff area. And so we're just putting some seats in so that the cook and the servers can sit here and taste the food and do things like that. This is the kitchen. The refrigerator's open. Now, the person who made the refrigerator for the cookery was inspired by Mixasa and Matlam's having a refrigerator in this area, because this refrigerator was first. This is the level 5 of the restaurant, and it had that refrigerator there already. I can't do anything with the ovens because they use them, and I don't want to do too much in here, so I'm just kind of leaving it for now. But in the dining area, we just wanted to put this part in, and up here we'll just remove all of this glass from here, and then we can make it look like they can draw the curtains if they want or not. And or there aren't any curtains and they just have this here. On this top part here, we might not need any curtains here. Hold on for a second. So we've been listening to Drone Hand's piece, and it's played completely through. I'm going to change to one of the other pieces that I have of his, and we're going to listen to that for just a minute. So I'm just going to have that in the background. These are the ones that Drone Hands picked out for me to use while I was streaming, and I'm very grateful for that, actually. So okay, so let's come back to here, and it's nighttime, and I'm reading Miksasa. You think the cooks don't use the furnaces? They actually still do. I don't know whether in the last update they don't, but I've actually caught them cooking some things, and maybe they stopped it finally, but we'll see. For simple recipes, yeah, I think they might still for fish and steak, if it's levels 1 and 2, I think they still do. And so, but it's okay. We're good with that. We're going to go back upstairs for a minute now and see where we're taking that away. Yeah. And we're just removing this part, and we'll put in the panels so that this doesn't leak right here. And look at the view. Now this is just glaciers over here. So in this area, maybe we'll have the curtains actually look like, I'd have to take this way so we can put curtains right here, so that there are curtains in this part. And we'll have it be like that. And there we are. And then, I know there's nothing I can do about this. Macaw's actually has a rack piece, but the rack piece doesn't fit directly up against the window, and so I would have to have an empty block up here in order to use Macaw's single rack. I'll show you here. Curtains, TAI. And there they are. See the curtain rod? The curtain rod wants to be 1 block below a block. And let me put this back so I don't lose that. And so I would like to put the curtain rod right there, but even with this not being here, see where it puts it? It puts it there. And so it doesn't work. So in this instance, we can do this. Now, I don't want to have, I want it to look like it's a solid curtain that goes back and forth. So I'm just going to let it be like that. Okay. I'm glad too. Yeah, I think we're both pretty sure that they still use them at a certain level. I've seen the ovens on in the cookery and at times. Now this one too, we could have the curtain just in this part here, come to here like this, and then put the slab pieces in on the top. Boinky. And there we are. And now this is where the real view is. And these parts right here, I think this is okay for a view. During the daytime, that's actually a really nice view. But here, and we're going to remove these. I just have to make sure. Nope. See, that's what I had to make sure of. Shoot. I always do that with these. Nope. Well, now it's removed. Shoot. Grrr. So, did I miss? No, I took out the white from there. I took the white block out from there. Okay, so we just lost the flower pot under there and the stick. So we'll have to get that back right here and here. Let's put that in. That's, I don't like flags. Banners, yes, banners are fine. There, okay. And we'll put the flower pot. We're going to get the stick from here and then the flower pot from here for a second. And we'll put it here. Do I have anything I don't need? I don't need you anymore. I definitely don't need you right now. And we'll put this over here. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing good. We still have a good amount of time. Yay! We have a half hour left. Yay, team! Let's come here and let's come there. There is that. And what was I hitting that went away? Oh, the flag. Yes. So we'll take this down. Okay. And this is a beautiful, expansive view in the daytime. So we're going to keep these two. And we're only going to put a single right in these corners here. Just so that it looks like the curtains are drawn all the way back. Although it doesn't, does it? I need it to be two to make it really kind of like a curtain coming all the way across this window can be pushed back like that. And that's what I want to do. Let's take this away. And you can put it there, but you can't put it at the top. I don't understand, but they'll figure it out one of these days. And when they do, then we'll start having those. We'll start using the curtain rods, but right now we can't. And ta-da! Yay! Yay! I love it. I love it. I love it. I so love it. All right. Chairs for the time being. I am happy with the vanilla chairs. So I'm just going to put backs on these chairs right here. And these, I think I can't put a back there. That's probably why there wasn't a chair there. So we're just going to have a stool right there for now. Now, if I was using modded chairs, I'd be able to put them there. I can put the modded chairs there. But for right now, I'm okay with those being like kid stools or something. I don't know. We'll figure. And this is simply light. They're bare bulb, looks like a candle. And I love putting them on tables in restaurants and making it look like the restaurant is set for the night. And the people are going to come in and they're going to say they're sitting right here. And here's the guest book for the Brasserie d'Ocean. And let's come here. The best view in this ocean. Sad. The cake. That's from what was that person's name? Is it Sad? Shindria, I recognize Shindria's name. Cake was wonderful, Shindria says. And the only land food restaurant in the vicinity. Oh, that's wonderful, from Chris. That is so cool, and I love that. And I love those books. And so, yeah, so this is what we worked on also this morning, was making a decision that we were going to have curtains, and the people were going to be able to see out of the windows. So if you are building in vanilla and you're not using Chroma Hills as the texture pack, you will have clear orange glass for the windows. We don't have clear orange glass, so that's why. Oh, Sad Horizon. Oh, yeah, I remember that name. Yeah. So this is the reason why I have to change the glass to something else because of that. Hold on a second. What do I have in my hand? I do have one of these. Let's do this here. We can put that there, and we can actually put that right there. So I'm going to put that there, like that's something that they use up here, like maybe they have some extra towels or something in there. This is the service elevator where the food comes up. We don't have any food right now. What was their name? The Mod Fantasy. I think they actually have Neo, but they skipped 21. They went right to, they skipped 21.1 and they went to 21.4. And they said the same thing about 21.1 that Minecolonies says about some of its old pieces, that they're not backporting. That's what they called it. So they might have a little thing going on there. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just sorry that I don't have fantasy. Until Minecolonies updates to 21.4, I don't have all the beautiful dishes and all those things that we had in 19 and 20. And that's the thing. But it doesn't take away, no, it definitely doesn't. And I'm glad of that. Yeah, it looks great. And so it's interesting having these candles on the table, makes them not empty, makes us not have to do a lot of extra weird lighting in other places. And it also makes it that that's why there's no food on the tables, is because they haven't gotten service yet. And I like that. Up here, this is obviously a birthday party. And yes, I'm walking on the table. I'm looking at the way the table looks for a minute. I love the chandelier. And you know me, I've got some plates now. And let's look at them from handcrafted. Let's see what it looks like. Let's go to handcrafted for a minute. We're going to get some actual plates. One back right here, and let's come down to here. These plates actually show food, and I'm going to get a couple, and let's see what this looks like. So what is this? This is sweet bread, and let's take this away. That's an invisible piece. Let's put this here. Let's see if we can put this on it. I can't put it on this one. Wait a minute. So why can't I? I'm able to put, Oh, because it's Minecolonies food. I bet that might be it. Let's try the cake. Let me see if I can put a cake on there. And let's see if that works. Why are you sideways? No. That's interesting, isn't it? It wants to be sideways. Let's do a cup. Let's do one of these. And this one here. Nope, it's sitting in the thing, so we can put that there. And now let's see if I can put a piece of cake on here. Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down. So that's not going to work. I'll have to find something that looks good. Do we want to try cookie? Let's see if a cookie looks good. It might not. Nah. There's a cookie. Hi. Hi, Bailey. You're coming up. You're having a party? Bailey's having a party here. So we're going to take those away and we're going to put in the dishes right there. Now, Mixessa and Matlam have vanilla servings on the table, which help make it look really pretty, especially if you don't have the mods. If you don't have mods, or if you don't want to use mods, what you saw on the table makes the table look really nice. She's done eating, and oh, she just wanted to sit up here with the view. Or the sun's going down. Ooh, see the red? Let me put these away for a minute. See the red color where the glaciers are? That's neat. Yeah. No, it's totally understandable. Totally understandable. I kind of figured that that's kind of what happened. You know, Earth life happened, and we get it. We get it. We definitely get it. All right, so I'm not changing the table right now. I know there are other tables, but I'm not changing it right now. I'm just gonna leave it. I like having the handcrafted dishes and cups on the table, and that's good. That's good for now. And this is a really interesting thing. Let me go. Ooh, the moon. Look, the moon is right there. So we're looking at the moon from underwater. The moon's risen above the glaciers, and so we're able to see the moon even though we're underwater. Let's go back to the town hall. So remember, I put in Mixessa, I put in Steampunk's Barracks restaurant in the town hall, and I laid it over. It's kind of weird because I'm glad it worked, because I believe that the real restaurant is actually facing down this hall. So if there were seats, if I hadn't taken the seats away, they would try and sit in the seats out, you know, that weren't in the water. But we removed all the seats and we attached these seats to the restaurant, these seats right here. And we kind of have to be careful because there is a degree where it's beyond the restaurant and it won't recognize the seats. But in this case, that didn't happen with the Steampunk restaurant. And we have this little service counter right here, And I actually didn't get a picture of it. I was so surprised to see it that by the time I realized I should be taking a picture, they got up and left. But one of the couriers was sitting on that stool in front of that place setting right there. And it looked so cool. It looked like he had just got done eating or was waiting for food to be served. I just loved it. I loved it so much. It was wonderful. But I wanted to show that. So this is the place where Mixessa and Matlam actually had a kitchen, and we expanded it. And Mixessa, what I did was, this is an emergency kitchen. So this kitchen is way too big for a coffee shop kitchen. This is actually the emergency center for the people. And for those of you who are watching now today, I'm going to do a special on Twitch tomorrow, and it's actually going to be a tour of the entire city-state. And so you might hear some of this stuff again tomorrow. I'm part of a special event, Big Frog event, the Big Frog Day, which is a record company, Drone Hands record label, and he's invited me to stream during their event. I'm going to be streaming Eastern Daylight Time, United States. I'm going to be streaming 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And you can check and compare Eastern Daylight Time, United States, to your time to see when that is. But I'm going to do an entire tour. All I'm going to have time to do in a 2-hour thing is just show everybody the place. I haven't done it yet. And every once in a while I do what I'm doing now, like what I'm doing because Mixessa is here, is showing him some things that I've done in places just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. And we put in, he knows this already, but I'll explain it just for anyone who's watching. These glass partitions are to keep the druids from jumping over the counters. Now, there is something else that you can use, but I don't like using it. You can put covers on the tops, carpeting on the top. I don't know that that works anymore because of the changes that they made with panels. I don't know that it works, but it used to work to keep them from jumping over. But I like it. I prefer this. These are put here for sound. It can get noisy in this area because of it's such a big area, and so the people who have to work back here, they actually are using that as a sound baffle so that they can work, and people can come up and ask them questions. This is open, and so that's why that's there. This is the music library over here, and I'm kind of doing a little bit of a rehearsal for tomorrow's event, just to make sure that I look at everything and just to think about things. So tomorrow I'm not going to be building or doing anything. I'm really just going to be doing a tour because I don't normally stream on Sunday. So hello, you. What are you? I'm gonna look. Oh, look at all this stuff I have. Let's make all of this go back into my storage, and we'll put that there. And now I can see what I'm doing. And there is a Leia, and let's see what she looks like. We're looking for focus. We can make mana. In other words, they can study, but they can't study for focus. So why do I do this? because we're not at war. So if you're not at war, there's no way to level up the druids, the archers, and I don't have knights. So what I have to make sure of is that they already have a high amount of focus and mana, so that they can be druids. Now, if they have a large amount of focus, then what we can do is we can get, did I look at her? That's Leia, okay, and this is Dixie right here. If they have a large amount of focus, we can teach them to get higher mana. It takes a while, but we can still do it. But let me see the stats here. But what I'm really trying to find is druids who would not have a choice if they were in another city. That they would in fact be inscripted into the military because of their abilities. And this sanctuary allows them to come here and be whoever they want. And that is the nature of the idea I have for the sanctuary, is that they can do that. You might remember that in the beginning we had lights here so that we could find our way around. Those lights are still there, but since the city-state has grown up a lot, I recognized that they didn't have to be so prominent, and so we covered them. We actually covered them with stair pieces. I don't like that stereo being there. I don't have any place for it to be. Oh! No. I would really have to put it like someplace like this. And so I'm just leaving it there in that place for now until I figure out what I want. This is a library area. I could maybe have it not be so loud. Why don't we do that? I think I like the idea of that. So we're going to put that there to cover that part. It's a mini library area. Like I said, this is, if there was an emergency, all of these gates here would close up after all the people came into this area, and the people would stay here until the emergency passed. And this is why this kitchen has 2 refrigerators and has so much cabinetry. It's actually taking care of all of this. And there's food in here too. She has some extra foods in this section right here in case she runs out. And the reason she does is because this is the only place where you can put food in this barracks style. Let me see the build options. Steampunk. It's a steampunk barracks restaurant, and it's the only place that you can put food is in the hut block. And so when she gets more, like, see for instance, she has way too many kimchis, so we can, she just took some away. We can bring it down to 3 of everything and put the rest of them away. So how many egg drops does she have? She has a ton. So this is what I do. I take them, and the extras I put in the fridge. So so that when she doesn't have a ton, we can use those. And it also helps me see what she doesn't have. So she doesn't have any apple pie, and she doesn't have some of the other pieces that she serves What does she serve? I think she serves sushi. She absolutely does, and she doesn't have any. So we'll check and see why that is. But not today. Mr. Villager, McSassa. That is it. That is 3
Night.
hours. 3 hours. Yay! Thank you so much, Mr. Villager. Thank you for being in chat. Obrigado. And I will see you hopefully soon. And McSassa, if you're still there, merci beaucoup, bonsoir. Although it's pretty late, it's probably almost morning for you, isn't it? And merci, thank you very much. And for everyone who's watching, thank you for watching. If you're watching after the stream is over, thank you for watching. I love it. Thank you. It's so fun to have everybody. So here we go. We've been listening to Drone Hands Music, Big Frog event, and we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus play the guitar. This is his song. He actually just expanded the song to a full-length song that is on his new project, excitableme.com, and you're getting a preview of it. That is the end piece. It's called Back to the Water, and here we go. We're gonna listen to it right now. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.